Spirit Halloween stores exposed. If you're a disciple of Christ, odds are that while you're driving to work, while you're driving to the grocery store, you're going to encounter stores like Spirit Halloween. And their aim is to get a hold of a couple of the billions of dollars that Halloween has become as an industry. And they lure you in via quote-unquote entertainment. But what they're leading you to is into the demonic. The reason you see a lot of these stores coming up is pretty simple. They take advantage of the season. According to their website, it says, "Why let that space sit empty? Conjuring up a little Halloween magic. Spirit Halloween can take your vacant store and presto, make it so much fun it's scary." And as you walk into these stores, and I myself have not been in one, but I'm looking at footage online on it, they have the entertainment aspect of Halloween. And this is not a store that any disciple of Christ should be purchasing from. For the Word of God warns you on Halloween, and it tells you in 1 Thessalonians 5:22, abstain from all appearance of evil. In Joshua 24:15 it tells you, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods of which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. On the other side of the flood, there were a lot of demonic entities masquerading and fooling humanity. These were the fallen angels. And these beings, these entities, have made it cool to celebrate Halloween. It is a celebration of death. It is a celebration of psychics, of mediums, of ghosts, of the paranormal. 3 John 11, Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doeth good is of God, but he that doeth evil hath not seen God. Yet why do so many Christians partake on Halloween when it is a celebration of pure evil? And these stores like Spirit Halloween, they clearly tell you, Spirit Halloween. Halloween is a spirit. And it is a spirit that masquerades itself in such a way that it makes it seem fun. But what it does is, it teaches your child of a realm that they're not prepared for. For Ephesians 6:12 warns you that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. It just so happens to be that these principalities have rebranded themselves. Look at my last video. They have rebranded themselves into abominations that are cool to see, to dress up as, and to worship. But nonetheless, these principalities have convinced humanity that it's okay to invite a spirit, not the Spirit of God, but a spirit of Halloween. Churches do it. How many churches don't participate in Halloween? Oh, let's carve a pumpkin for Jesus. Why don't you carve a pumpkin in January, February, March, April, or May? Don't be acting like all of a sudden you're carving a pumpkin for Jesus. You're using Jesus as an excuse to start carving pumpkins. And when you actually search the origin of carving that pumpkin and putting the light on the inside and put it in your front door, and I'm going to let you just search that so that you can see what you're inviting into your house.
We all know the jack-o'-lantern is one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween. But where did this tradition come from? And what's the legend behind it? The practice of carving jack-o'-lanterns finds its origin in Irish myth. According to an old Irish legend, there was a man who was nicknamed Stingy Jack. Here is part of the Irish legend of Stingy Jack. Stingy Jack was a miserable old man who loved to play nasty tricks on everyone, including his friends and family, or even the devil himself. One evening, Stingy Jack invited the devil to have a drink with him. Of course, since Stingy Jack was stingy, he refused to pay for the drink. Instead, he convinced the devil to turn into a coin, which he could then use to pay for the drink. But instead of paying for the drinks, Jack decided to keep the coin. He allowed the devil to return to his normal form only on the condition that he would not bother Jack for 1 year. 1 year later, Jack tricked the devil into climbing a tree. Jack refused to help him down unless he promised not to bother him for 10 years. As part of this deal, the devil also agreed that he would not claim Jack's soul when he died. Not long after, Jack did pass away, but God would not allow such an unsavory character into heaven, and the devil stayed true to his word and refused to allow Jack into his domain. As Jack turned away, the devil felt pity on him and tossed him a burning piece of coal so that he might see in the darkness. Doomed to walk the earth forever, Jack carved out a turnip to hold his burning coal so that it might light his path. Many Irish claim to have seen this ghostly figure, whom they began referring to as Jack of the Lantern. Eventually, this was shortened to Jack-o'-lantern. It became traditional in Ireland to carve jack-o'-lanterns out of hollowed-out turnips, potatoes, or even beets. However, when Irish immigrants settled in America in the mid-1800s, they found another vegetable that suited the purpose much better. Pumpkins are native to North America and proved to be perfect for carving and creating the jack-o'-lanterns that are known and loved.
Not to mention, but if your kid today told you, "Mom, you better give me some candy or I'm gonna trick you," for some of you would say, "Little Johnny, you're on timeout." For others in my culture, they would get the chancleta and beat you. But at the end of the day, you will not just let a kid tell you, "You better give me something or I'm gonna do something to you." But for some reason, there is a spirit that has manipulated people into accepting that, and now it's cute for them to say, "Trick or treat." Let me tell my dad, "You better give me a treat or I'm gonna trick you." It wouldn't work good for me. Yet in our society, we're teaching our kids that type of behavior. This video is not an in-depth teaching on the origin of Halloween. I will post some of that below this video, at the end of this video. But this video is simply to tell you that these stories that are propping up as something fun for the family, they're leading you astray. I don't even like to pass by the Halloween section at any store. I don't see the pleasure in it. It creeps me out. I don't like it. Isaiah 8:19-20. And when they shall say unto you, "Seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their God, for the living to the dead? To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them." And this is the season where a lot of compromising believers will tell you, "Hey, seek unto these things. Seek unto these wizards." But do your research and realize who they're worshiping on this day. Do your research about the rise of the horned god. Do your research on Nimrod being celebrated on this day. Do your research, believer. For your sugarcoating will not get anybody saved, but the truth of Jesus Christ will. May God bless you and your entire family. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for taking time to share these videos, 5 or 10 seconds. Share it with somebody, that goes a long way. I appreciate anything you do for us in the ministry, and have a good week. God bless you.